Hey, welcome back, men. Secretly long for this way more than sex. If you've been wanting to understand the male mind and the male heart, how it works so you can unlock the potential of the relationship you can have with a quality man that you desire, then this is going to help you so much to understand what he actually craves, deep in his heart, deep in his soul, how you can meet those deep needs and have him feel addicted to you, that he would never want to leave you. He would never want to lose what you have together. I'm Brodie Boyd with Magnetize Your Man. And for over 20 years, combined with my wife Atia, we've been helping thousands of successful women all over the world to get a loving, long-term and committed relationship with a man they want. So let's go ahead and dive right. In the fifth thing that respect and admiration men secretly long for more than sex is respect and admiration. Women desire to be loved. Men desire to be respected. Feminine energy is about being cherished, being adored. Masculine energy is about being respected, being admired, and having a sense of value that he's bringing to the relationship. That's one big way how men and women are wired differently. And the beauty of this is because we're wired differently. In this sense, we create polarity. Polarity is what creates attraction, chemistry, love, devotion in a relationship. Long term, it's those differences in energy. Opposite energies attract. That's what the law of polarity states. So if you can bring in more of this feminine energy, more of this feminine juice to the relationship, the masculine energy is activated within your man, which will draw him closer to you. How do you do this? By respecting and admiring him. Now you might be saying, well, right now with my man, there's not really anything I respect or admire about him, which would be pretty sad. And I would ask you that question, why are you with this man? If you don't respect him, if you don't admire him, why are you even interested in him? So you likely do have some things that you respect and admire about him already. If you don't, it's going to be important for you to make a list and actually write out and think about, what do you respect about him? What do you admire about him? This man that you want to have a relationship with long term. And once you find those things that you respect and admire about him, there's a couple things you can do. You can, one, actually just show him that respect through your actions by not telling him what to do, not treating him like a little child, not trying to lead him, manipulate him, control him or change him, etc. The other thing you could do is actually tell him about those things that you respect about him and the things that you admire about him. Let him know. Like, babe, I just respect so much how great of a leader you are for our family and the decisions that you make for us. Or, honey, I just really admire your ability to solve problems or your ability to do XYZ. You're such a great speaker. You're so great at math. You're so great at fixing things. You're so great at working on cars, etc. Find those things about your man that you actually do admire, respect. It has to be authentic. It has to come from this deep place within your feminine core of admiration and respect for him that he'll start to feel. And when he really feels that, mostly by what you're not doing, by not stepping on his toes, crossing his boundaries, telling him what to do, etc., he'll start to want to devote himself to you. He'll want to start to cherish you, to adore you, because that's the law of polarity. Now, the caveat is, if he's a deeply broken man, even if you show him respect and admiration, over time, he may not change. But that's why we recommend using our 90-day challenge and seeing how he responds to it, seeing how he shifts with the things that we're going to teach you so that he can come close. He can start to devote himself to you and he gets used to it. The fourth appreciation thing. Men secretly want way more than sex is appreciation. Now, this is related to respect and admiration. But appreciation is letting him know how he makes you feel. So it's the impact that a man has on you. It's actually different than respect and admiration from that place. It's letting him know how he is making a difference in your life, specifically, primarily through your feelings, through your emotions, How does he make you feel? Does he make you feel good? Does he make you feel happy? Does he make you feel grateful? Does he make you feel safe, comfortable, relaxed, confident? So letting him know those emotions that he brings up within you is a great way to share your appreciation with him and thank him for those things that he has done for you. Those things that he has done for you in the past that he's doing for you now. And you could also appreciate him for the man he is, the traits about him that actually do make you feel good, make you feel happy, make you feel safe. Letting him know about those things is a great step forward to allow him to feel like he has a path to win, that he can make you happy, and he's going to want to do more and more of those things for you. Now, before we get to our next point, if you haven't yet, and you really want to master these skills to attract a loving relationship with a man you desire, I highly recommend taking our free Magnetize Your Man Quick is by clicking the link below this video in the comments or description, or going to our website magnetizeyourman.com, where you can get these advanced strategies customized for your specific situation as well. The third thing, men secretly purpose, meaning long for way more than sex, is having purpose and meaning. Men and women feel happiness differently. Women tend to feel happiness by knowing that they're loved, knowing that they're safe, having fun, things to do, having activities and connections and relationships in their life. Live men feel happiness primarily through knowing that they have a purpose that they're serving in the world, that they have a mission that they are serving, that they are being a hero, that they're making the world a better place, at least for the people close to them in their life. They need to know that they're needed and that they are valued and that they can provide that service to the world if a man doesn't feel like he's needed, if he doesn't feel like he has a purpose in the relationship or in his life. He's going to become depressed over time. He's not going to feel like a man. He's not going to feel like he's activated his masculine core, and he's going to start shutting down. He's going to start pulling away. He's going to start becoming a shell of a man. So it's very important that you help your man to develop this purpose and meaning. You can't do it for him, and never do you want to be his therapist or his mommy, because that's only going to push him further away, make him feel more disrespected and more like a child. However, what you can do is allow him to have a purpose in the relationship. So even if he can't be leading the entire planet or leading a whole country or building an empire of businesses, he can still have a purpose in your family. He can still have a purpose in your relationship, knowing that he can make you happy, that he can provide, that he can give, that he can be the hero for somebody, and ideally the people around him in his community as well will start to expand into that the more he does that for you. So how do you do this? You start to ask him for help. You start to help him, to help you give him problems to solve. Sharing problems is feminine, solving problems is masculine. So by sharing problems that he can solve in a respectful way, giving him those things that he can help you with, whether that's giving you advice, helping fix something for you, helping you navigate a situation in your relationship, he can provide those solutions, and he can start to feel like a hero, that he can be a hero for you, that he can have value, and that he can serve a purpose. Now, what's really helpful is if you look at your individual man that you may be interested in and think about, what are his unique skills? What is his unique knowledge set? What is he good at? And then to come from that place looking at, what can he provide for you with those skills? How can he help you in certain areas? Maybe, he's good at taxes. He can help you with your taxes. Maybe, he's really good at health, fitness, exercise. He can go to the gym with you. Maybe ask him if he can show you some routines, helping you to work out. That could also be a bonding experience, and it could lead to some passion potentially. But these are some good ways you can give him easy wins. Easy ways he can start to serve you in small ways and then in bigger ways, so that he's investing into the relationship. he gets appreciated at the end of it. So he feels really good. And even something as basic as changing a light bulb for you. We had a girlfriend of ours who she was dating this guy and she was moving out of her house. And she just said to him, I'm moving out of my house. Is there any chance you could help me with moving some things out? And he's like, of course I could help you with that. And so he came down and he actually ended up getting things out of her house for her. It was really actually easy for him because he had a truck and he had muscles. He knew how to do it. And at the end, he was just like, that was easy. And they went on a date afterwards. And that was one of the things that really started to bond him to her, because he could see, wow, I can make this woman happy. I have something to provide for her. I feel valued for what I have to offer. And it was easy for me. I didn't even have to really try. And then she's so grateful. She's so appreciative. And wow, I want to be part of a relationship that is this easy for me to win the feminine energy. Second thing, men secretly long for way more than sex is feminine energy. Again, feminine energy attracts masculine energy. So the more a man is connected to his masculine instincts and his masculine core, the more he's going to be drawn to feminine energy. And he's going to crave that feminine energy in his life. He's going to look for that escape. He's going to look for that difference, that pleasure, that bliss that can come from being around femininity. So if you can bring that energy into the relationship, that's going to be a huge value for him, a huge source of something that he loves to have in his life more than sex. So how can you bring this feminine energy into the relationship? Well, your feminine energy comes from your heart. It comes from your vulnerability and your feelings. So when you could share your feelings with a man, when you can be open and vulnerable and actually feel what's in your body and express those feelings in a responsible and respectful way, your man can feel connected to that feminine energy. He can start to feel that difference, that polarity, and that becomes exciting to him and a turn on. So the more you can practice vulnerability, sharing your feelings using magnetic feminine communication, that will teach you how to share how you're feeling in the proper way and communicate issues and problems and navigate situations in your relationship that bring him closer to you. Then he's going to feel really great. And of course, you could also bring out your feminine energy through more traditional feminine activities, such as dancing, such as being artistic, such as being playful, open, being able to tease and laugh and go with the flow and be spontaneous and have fun. These are also powerful feminine energies that you can bring into the relationship that can light him up, light that spark and make him become addicted to you. The first building a life together thing men secretly long for, way more than sex, is creating a great life together. I mean, who doesn't want to have an amazing life? And this adds layers upon what we've already talked about, where if a man is building a life together with you, that's giving him a sense of purpose, that's giving him a sense of meaning, he's going to become admired and appreciated and respected for that. And he's going to be able to observe you and your feminine energy, hopefully, throughout that process. So building a life together means that he is planning things, that he is building things that he's planning. Adventures for you, family activities, family goals, financial goals, career goals, travel goals, projects that you're both working on together around the house in your life. That he's and his masculine taking leadership and organizing and creating expectations around those activities to make your life better. Now, how do you inspire your man to want to do these things with you? We'll use feminine communication, and you start to communicate your desires to him for what you actually want in your life. What are your family desires? What are your travel desires? What are your lifestyle desires? What are the experiences that you want to have with him? You can share that in a way that's respectful, that allows him to understand what you desire, and that he can meet those needs without feeling like you're telling him what to do or that you're pressuring him into it. So simply using I feel statements such as, I would feel so excited if we could go to this place or go on this trip, or I would love someday to have a house with you or to build this in our life. And just have a conversation about that and see what he says. So that's one aspect to do it, one way. You can do it that can allow him to have that spark ignited to say, hey, I want to make my woman happy. How can I start to work on this project? How can I start to create that? And it doesn't mean nagging at him and constantly bringing it up and reminding him if he's not really inspired to do it yet, which may be from deeper issues that may be going on in your relationship. But it's about communicating those desires and knowing those desires for yourself as well, like having a vision for yourself of what you want your relationship to look like, what you want your future to look like. And even asking him those questions like, can I ask what your vision for the future looks like? Or can I ask what would be your dream vacation that you would like to go on someday? Or may I inquire about what you want to have in your ideal family life? So you can ask these kind of questions, even on a very early stage in your relationship, from a first date even, or 5 years down the line. You can ask these kind of questions to inspire your man into his own vision making and his king energy to plan a future for you and plan experiences and think about what he actually wants as well. What life does he want to build? And when he is building those things, when he is creating those experiences for you, of course, bringing back the appreciation, the respect, the admiration for those things that he's doing and that he has built for you. He is building, he is planning, he is making happen in your lives. That's really great because that shows him that path that you value, those things. And he becomes excited to do more of those things unless he's a broken man in that case. It's a deeper conversation and we need to have some deeper conversations with him about that. And hopefully shifting him into his healthy masculine through magnetic feminine communication. But that's something we help our clients with all the time, and definitely possible as well to get a man inspired into his healthy masculine, to want to provide, to want to be the hero, and to want to create amazing lifestyle and amazing life with you together. So hope this was helpful. Much love, and I look forward to talking to you again very soon.